Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. We pick right up with the next Diaz mission. So we head right into the marker, and as usual, we will click to skip a cutscene. Left click there. Okay, so this part is unskippable, as we're getting chauffeured by Lance in this helicopter. So the main idea with this particular mission is that we have like a minigun in our hands, and so we are going to shoot a bunch of bad guys, or maybe they're the good guys and we're the bad guys. I don't know. This game raises all kinds of moral and ethical questions. There is a guy kind of jumping off of this bridge coming up here. Sorry, sir. So you can take some target practice here on these poor boats if you want, just holding down left click. And the minigun here is very overpowered, which is pretty cool. The thing that's going to make this tricky is that Lance is not going to keep the helicopter like perfectly stationary, perfectly level. So it's going to be kind of bouncing all around as we do this. And for you geography buffs out there, you'll know that Phnom Penh is the capital of one of the countries. All right, so where are we going here? Phnom Penh is the capital of Cambodia. Okay, so here we go, just trying to shoot all of these guys, and the helicopter damage is not really anything to worry about. I don't know that I've ever gotten my helicopter blown up. Famous last words. Let's see how this goes. So you are kind of constricted by, like how far left and right, up and down you can go with this thing. There is a way to glitch and give yourself more freedom of movement and also a much faster rate of fire. But I'm not into glitches. That's not my scene. But I've got nothing against people who do those glitches. They're pretty cool to watch, I think. Okay, so we'll take out some folks here. Sometimes I stay here. I don't know why. Like I feel like I've taken out everybody that I'm supposed to. But sometimes Lance just decides to dawdle. Like we don't have things to worry about here. All right, and then I sometimes forget about this one here. All right, good. So coming to the end. So I like to shoot this barrel here, that one, which seems to take out all three of those guys. But actually, the guy in the rear has a second life. It's like a cat. So you got to take care of him once he gets back up. Okay, and then this might be the second to last scene. I'm not sure. I don't even memorize like where the scenes are located. I just kind of spin my camera around until I find what Lance has taken me to. All right, so here's the last scene. Oh, another bad word. My goodness, I apologize, folks. Okay, so anybody else? So this one right here. Okay, so now Lance is going to take us down, and sometimes he just like pauses for a while before he lets us out, but that time he let us out pretty early. Okay, so we're going to use our new weapon here, this 100 weapon. And we're going to take out these guys. It's possible to speed through here and just run without shooting anybody, but I am a little bit more cautious, and so we'll take out all of these guys. I think it's like 5 of them, maybe 6. That one, and then one more there. Okay, so now we're going to run this way. I guess I'll switch to that. And then we're going to grab this thing here. Okay, so there's a hidden package. It's through this this opening here, this hole. And so we're going to back up. We're going to run and jump. And if you miss, sometimes that's a tricky one to get into. So if you miss, just try it again. You can see the 30 there, 357 delivered. That is confirmed by my timing program, which said OM 30th hidden package. So remember, every 10. Anybody else I got to shoot? Every 10 hidden packages, you get a reward. And those are marked in my timing program just to make sure that indeed I have gotten all the hidden packages I was supposed to so far. So this is unskippable, as is this. And another mission passed. We're killing it, gang. Okay, next up is another Diaz mission. Where's the marker? Up here. So you can walk into it even if you can't see it. It's programmed there. Okay, so let's head down here and wait a second. Where am I supposed to go? Go to the boatyard. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of, oh yeah, okay. All right, so we're headed to the new island. I was confused there for a second. So head this way and hug this wall and then keep pushing right until your car fails. I don't know that I've ever missed that. Oh my goodness, I'm grinding up here on the wall, X Games. What you're supposed to do is hug that wall on the right-hand side and then just keep holding right and you will you'll hop right over that wall in a far more graceful way than I did. Okay, so we're headed towards that yellow square there, but we got a couple of things to do on the way. So first we're going to do this robbery in this orangish building. So the weapon that I want to use actually is the shotgun. Maybe this one will be good. Okay, so I don't want to point at this guy until I can point at him and not move. So just like that. And then, all right, so that one I didn't kill him like because the shotgun didn't do what I didn't have a shotgun. It's not my fault. Except I don't have a shotgun because I got busted, so it is my fault. So you grab the hidden package. I did get credit for the robbery. Even though you get the stars, you can still get credit for the robbery as long as the cash is on the table. Okay, so we're heading to these buildings on the right. One of them doesn't have lights on. This one right here, that's the one that has the hidden package. There. Okay, officer, you're blocking me from entering my vehicle. Okay, then it says get health and armor. So we're pretty full up here, so we don't need to do either of those. But health and armor, I'll just show you as I get chased by the cops. So there's armor right here on the left. Officer, I am demonstrating, and then just below this ramp here is the health. Grab one, grab both, whatever you need. There is that weapon in front of us off to the right is the whatchamacallit, the drive-by ammo. Okay. I didn't need to get that close to the drive-by ammo. Okay, so we're just about ready to proceed with this mission. So don't drive off of this edge here. There's water on the other side of this. Okay, so we're gonna run here. Now you're supposed to, stop and shoot everybody, but we're just gonna run over here and push F one time from close enough, and we teleport into the boat. So what you're supposed to do there is methodically take out the bad guys and then go into that like kind of garage. We didn't even really see it. And push a button which will drop this boat down to the water, and then again go through the guys that are still left and hop in the boat. But you can skip all that as long as you go where I went, and then just push F because the programmers designed it so that you can get into a vehicle from a certain radius away from that vehicle, a certain distance away, and we were within that distance, so we just teleported right to the whatchamacallit. Right into the boat, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to get a phone call, but first we got to make this jump that we're not really supposed to do. We're going to hop over this gap, and then we can take the phone call here. And it's a short phone call, but there's this hidden package, and we kind of found a sneaky way to get to it right here, and then we can sprint our way. You're supposed to kind of walk through a labyrinth, I guess, like an actual hedge maze. And then it says do the next D mission, so that's what we're going to do. So we did kind of take a pounding there. Hopefully we don't run into trouble with our health, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so instructions here. So here we just walk down. There's no time limit, but we're just going to walk down to this pink marker. Come on. Take a dip because we're kind of warm from all the running around we've been doing. Okay, so the instructions here, left click to skip. It says bear left and then go left of the golf course and then a right into the inlet. So we're not going to take the path that the game expects. There's a couple of paths that the game expects, but both of them have a lot of twists and turns and they're slower. And so what we're going to do is take this path. So we're going to aim to the left of this golf course thing. It's now coming up on our right. And just past this kind of island here, we're going to follow the right. We're going to hug the right and go through a very small inlet, which will take us very close to the final part of this first phase of the mission. So here's our right. And we'll just have one hard left turn coming up here. And avoid the walls here, avoid this pier, and you can just smack right into this boat full speed. If the other guys get to that boat quicker than you, then you fail. So here we're just taking out the guy that's shooting the gun, and also the driver if you can. But again, it's sort of hard to aim here because you're on a boat, a moving boat, and just going all over the place. So the most important thing to take out is either the driver or the shooter. Okay, so next up, there's going to be gunmen on that jetty, and you want to take out as many of the gunmen as you can. You can lose a lot of boat health here if you're not quick with taking these guys out or hitting one or more of the red explodey drums in the back here. So I didn't hit anything there. Apparently not that important. Okay, so now we're trying to take out the gunman here and or the pilot. If you just shoot the helicopter enough, it'll blow up. There we go. So I think we took out the pilot there. Maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, and then just a couple more bad guys to take out here. So first that one, and then there's the driver. I think actually it might be kind of dangerous to take out the driver because I've heard that that your boat can get stuck on a stalled out boat, and then you kind of get soft locked in the mission. But we did it. We did it, Lance. The boat health there, our boat health is not that great. You can see we're maybe at like 30% left. I didn't do such a great job of taking out the bad guys quickly, but it all worked out in the end. Okay, so you maybe can skip the cutscene. I'm trying here very carefully because W is one of my skip cutscene buttons. And if you skip the cutscene and you're still pushing W, you can easily walk off and drown. So being very ginger, very careful here, kind of walking instead of running until I'm safely away from the water. Okay, next up is heading this way. We're going to grab the Infernus, which is a fixed spawn in the front of this mansion. And it says take the Infernus right and then right to the southern bridge. So I don't know what phone call that is. We'll take it later. Right to the southern bridge. Oh, actually, I think that's a long phone call, which we're gonna take at a particular time here as we walk to the next hidden package on the program on the right. Okay, so we made our first right out of the mansion, and here's our second right, and then we're just gonna carefully make our way to the southern bridge. So not this bridge here, but the main bridge, which is even further south. Just continuing up here until we get to kind of grass on our right, and then sort of a wall beginning on our right next to the grass. Okay, so I think this is a good place right here. So we hop out, and then we take this phone call, which, like I said, is a long phone call. So that's why I get out where I do, so that I can accomplish something. Like walking towards this hidden package. Whereas I can't run, I can't jump, but I can accomplish this. So careful here because you're near water. Grab the package, carefully turning around before I walk away. And you can't get out of here without jumping over this little lip. So I'm stuck here until the end of the phone call, but based on where we stopped, where we parked, the end of the phone call happens basically right when you need to jump. Okay, so then it says head to the pier. Oopsies, another oh no, don't bust me, don't bust me. Okay, thank you, officer. I'm a good guy who does bad things. Okay, so it says head over to the pier and grab the fixed PCJ and do 2 stunt jumps. So these 2 stunt jumps are unique jumps. They could be tricky for me, so we're going to give it a shot. Might as well just grab the health here. Okay, so the PCJ is right over here. And the 2 jumps can be tricky. It can be it's simple enough to successfully get credit for the 2 jumps, but then stopping at the end of the second jump before you go careening off of the pier and dying in the water. That's the tricky part. Okay, so that ramp right ahead is what we want. We're going to lean on this jump and the next one, so we're going to hop over that ramp and try to hit it as dead center as possible. And then we're going to be on another pier that looks just like this one, and we're going to try to stay in the middle of that one if we can, but don't go too far left or right. Definitely do not jam on the brakes. And we'll continue leaning, and then we're going to have to easily tap the brakes after we land from the second unique jump to try to stop in time. So here we go. Lean, lean, lean. Trying to stay in the middle. Not leaning now because I want to stay horizontal. That looks pretty close to the middle. Little left, little lean. Okay, and now I'm hitting spacebar and tapping. Tommy thought about it. He thought about it, gang. Okay, so I was tapping the reverse button on my keyboard and also the space bar. So I guess D and space bar. Okay, getting out of here, I lean on this one as well, but then stop leaning once you hit the ramp. Just trying to clear that thing there. Okay, easy gang, it's easy. Okay, next hidden package right down here. Smack. Come on. Okay, so we'll make a left here when we can, and the hidden package is in this corner. Okay, and then continuing along to the next C mission. So I don't know what kind of weapons I have for this. I want to take a quick look while I take this phone call here. Can I look at at the weapons while I take the phone call? No, I cannot. It's okay. It's a short phone call. All right, so I think that weapon right there is probably going to be the winner. All right, so let's hop into the pink marker. And we're going to do Sir, Yes, Sir. So left click to skip a cutscene, hop onto the bike. And then you're going to head across the, any of the bridges really is fine. I'm just going to go a little bit north to the next bridge, but you could go south. You could do the southern bridge if you wanted to. Either way. Actually, I think I am doing the southern bridge. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to make a left here and cross the southernmost bridge into the western island. So here I'll lean, but again, be very careful. It's more important than leaning and going top speed or like above top speed with the lean. More important is to drive safely, because on the motorcycle you are prone to accidents, and if you smack into something on that bridge, you might get flung over the wall of the bridge into the water, and that results in unnecessary drowning. Okay, so you're supposed to do something in this mission. I don't even know how you're supposed to do it for real, but we're just going to park our vehicle here, get yelled at by the army, but that's okay. And we're just going to shoot this guy right here. Okay, and now we're going to hop into this thing. So the door is unlocked in the, sorry, the door is supposed to be locked, but if you shoot that guy, then somebody in the, I like how they're trying to pop my tires on the tank. So if you shoot the driver, then, sorry, the gunner, then the driver decides to get out for whatever reason, and that unlocks the door for you, which is quite nice. Okay, so I don't want to get busted here, and I'm in a precarious position because of the the small acceleration of this tank. But we made it, no worries at all. Okay, so we hop into the pink marker up here. I take no responsibility for those deaths. Those guys drove into me. So you lose your wanted level as soon as you get into that pink marker, and then you just park, and then hop out. Easy. Okay, next up is another safe house purchase. Can I have this stallion? And this drive right here is kind of long and annoying. I wish I had a better strat here, but you know, there's a lot of constraints in terms of like coming up with a route for this game. And again, I give much credit for this route to that YouTuber R3DLineR6. I think that's their name. So this route, my route that I'm showing you here, looks an awful lot like that route, but I did make some changes here and there, and I was hoping to find something shorter than this long drive, but you know, there's a certain number of packages I need in order to unlock a certain number of weapons at the right time, and having this Hyman condo available at this moment was the best strat that I could come up with, again, based on the wonderful work of R3DLineR6. So kind of a long, annoying drive. I parallel parked. More long and annoying if you don't drive it well, but we're almost there. There is an ammunition at the end of this road, so if you're low on drive-by ammo at this moment, then you can hop in there, right? You can see it in the front, but we've got like 300 bullets, plenty. Okay. So this thing is not marked at all on the map. You kind of have to go out of your way to find this particular alley before you see the safe house save icon. Okay, can I buy it now? Oh, I thought I was buying the whatchamacallit, but we took a phone call from Paul. No biggie. Okay, so now let's buy this thing right here, and then we get credit on the timing program, and then the next step is to get weapons and gently take the helicopter. So that gently part means that I have been too rough with this helicopter in the past, and it is blown up before the end of its natural life. All right, so I'm going to switch to that weapon there. Okay, so I think this is the first time we're driving a helicopter, right? We had like a little toy helicopter before. Same controls as the toy helicopter. All right, so we slash there, and then we're going to go behind Phil's place. So we're going to head this way. You can go either next to this building or above it. But I'm leaning forward, tapping the 8 to lean forward. and then holding W the whole time, which will rise me up. So if I hold down the forward button, then we go lower, and if I just hold the up button, then we go up, but really not forward. So holding up, which is W, and then tapping the 8 button. Okay, so we want to land right here somewhere in this corner. Again, being gentle with our friend the helicopter. And I'm not going to run here to this hidden package because there's water everywhere, and water equals bad. It's Tommy's favorite equation. Okay, next hidden package. It says fly straight south, and then you go just past the curved road, and then we're going to find a hidden package on the rooftop. So looking at the little mini map here, there's the, I don't see the curved road just yet. All right, so here's the curved road coming up. We're passing it right now, and then we're going to land on this building right here. Nice and gentle, and then out. And then carefully here, because I actually have accidentally walked off of the roof's edge, and then you get separated from the helicopter, and you got to go all the way back to your safe house to get a new one. Okay, and then it says south to a block south of the graves by a billboard. Okay, so what does all that mean? All right, so there's this thing on the mini-map. It's this green rectangle that that you can see right now. We're passing over it. It's just a bunch of houses, like it's these houses that we're on top of right now. But in the mini-map, it looks like a bunch of graves to me. So I refer to that as the graves. And we go just a tiny bit south. We'll see this yellow billboard, and we're going to land right next to it, gently on this building. We'll grab this this weapon here. Why not? Okay, and then we're going to hop. Oh my goodness, almost fell off. All right, so I shouldn't be running up here, but there was a hidden package there. And jumping and then back in. Okay, next up is a rampage. All right, so I actually thought that my rotors were not spinning there. Sometimes if your helicopter is too close to an obstruction, then the rotors will get stuck and they just won't spin even if you're in the helicopter. I thought that's what was happening there. Okay, so we're heading towards this kind of very this blue and white building that I'm aimed towards. It's got like the multiple levels, and you can even see the rampage icon right on top. So here we go, gentle landing. Now, do not fall off of this roof because getting separated from the helicopter is bad, bad, bad. Okay, so rampage with the sniper, you have to hit the right button on the mouse to zoom in, and then you just start shooting. And sometimes if you shoot a bunch of the members in a gang, his friends will start to run away. So when that happens, when they're in a line like this, I shoot them from back to front, because then the people in the front don't know that there's a sniper on the roof, and so they don't start running away, because when they start running away, then it becomes harder to shoot them. Okay, 6, 5, what do we have here? A couple more. So again, in the back first. All right, 3 left. Oh, there we go. And again, from back to front, where are we? And if somebody wants to run, I just let them go. I say, good on you, keep up the good cardio. Okay, changing back to this weapon. Okay, next up, on a pier at Starfish Island. Okay, so we're gonna head basically straight this way, straight east. We're gonna follow this road. And then at the end of Starfish Island, we're going to head off just a little bit to the right, and we'll land our helicopter in a pool. There's a bunch of palm trees around. You could take a more aggressive line than the one I'm doing. There's the pool off to the right, but I just come over here and avoid all the palm trees, and then gently down into the pool, just like that. Okay, so we hop up here. Now I'm not going to sprint here because I'm near water. And we'll grab the hidden package. That's 39. You can see the next one says 40 in the timing program, so we are on track. Southern Golf Course Bridge, let's do it. So here we want to head basically north, a little bit northeast. And we're headed for this really small island right in front of us. And so we're just going to keep the helicopter low because we're going to land. And the 2 is the button that kind of stops your forward momentum. Okay, so do be careful on this bridge because the walls are really low. And so I'm going to hit this thing and then I'm going to stop and then turn around 180 degrees because it is possible to accidentally walk right off the edge of that bridge and die in the water. Okay, we're just going to continue forward a tiny bit more, just over the bridge basically. And then landing right here, there's a little pond. And in the middle of this pond is a little island, and on that island is a package, and we want it. Okay, and then I'll head up this way. It's just a little bit more shallow. I think you can hop out of the pond area back exactly the way that you came in. But anyway, I take that shallow path, and then we're going to head towards the K. We're going to do our first K mission, which is in the Malibu Club. And I like to land my helicopter not on the road, because sometimes there's like other traffic and it becomes hard to get back in your helicopter or it gets obstructed. So I tend to land like right over here in the grassy area. Okay, and the helicopter has needed to survive all of that stuff and this next mission. Like having the helicopter for this next mission is a real time saver. It's not that we're going to do it in a way that isn't the way the developers intended. I left clicked to skip that cutscene. So the basic idea is you're supposed to drive from here all the way over to like a junkyard area on the other island, the western island. And it's a long drive. But it's much faster to get there in a helicopter because we can take the, what's that bird phrase, as the crow flies? We can take this short straight line path. So we're basically following this bridge off here to our right, and at the end of the bridge you can see there's these two tall buildings. We're going to go right between them, and then we're going to angle just a tiny bit to the right. So we really don't want to head for the pink triangle there. We want to head a little bit right of the pink triangle. And ultimately we're going to see like this big black pile of junk. That's where I want to land. So you can see it coming up ahead here. I'm going to start to get lower. A black pile of junk and then like a tall anvil type structure. And there's a fence in the way. Draw distance, you can't see it yet, but there it is. So gently coming in here and coming straight down and hopefully not smacking into stuff. Okay, so we are going to switch to this weapon here. We're going to take out like 4 of these guys. And here's the first one. And here's the second one. The idea, you're supposed to come in where that pink arrow is, and you're supposed to, go through like a mound of bad guys. But instead, we are going to, we fly in, so that avoids a bunch of the shootout. I love in this unskippable cutscene how there's a bad guy right there just on the outside of the hangar that we're in. He's just waiting for us to finish our conversation before he comes after us. So this can go wrong. Like if Lance gets shot, then we fail. Oh, just karate kicked Lance. Lance, come on, this way. And so hopefully Lance doesn't get stuck. So I am going to look and make sure that he's here with us, and then we'll hop in. Lance, other side. And our helicopter can get shot, and it can get shot enough to blow up, especially if you've damaged it a bunch in all of the, like the hidden packages that we've been collecting. But that's why I said take the helicopter gently. And then if you're doing the intended strat, again, you got to fight your way out there through like a bunch of bad guys. And then you got to take like a car, and then there's there's some guys in a car after you, or maybe multiple cars, and they're quite aggressive actually, quite effective, I should say. A lot of time the NPCs are pretty weak in this game, but these ones they know what they're doing. Okay, so you can land this thing in the pink dot, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't need the helicopter anymore. So we just hop in here. Lance follows, and we win. And unskippable cutscene here, all good. So let's grab a hidden package just down here and in the corner. Okay, and then it says buy armor. All right, so I don't need to buy the armor because I'm doing pretty good with armor. It says right over there at the ammunition, you can buy the armor. And then it says run to the fire truck during the phone call. So I'm going to run over there, and we are going to take a phone call. And now we can't run anymore. But we are heading in the direction of something good for us, our next task. So we'll slash this. The next task is going to be firefighter. And I will end this video right when we get to the fire truck. And you'll have to wait until the next video to see me own the firefighter mission. I hope I didn't jinx myself with that bold prediction. Okay, so this is a good place to stop. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.